Hi everybody, it's me Cindy again, here with my stash of stuff. Today I'm going to be making a pair of jeans for a 3-year-old toddler little girl. This pair of pants is a size 12 women's, but it's super stretchy denim, so I thought that would be really great. So I wanted to show you how I'm going to do this. I've already cut the pants up, the side seams, cut them apart, the legs, and cut them up the side seams. So opened up the crotch area, cut it open like this. Now the reason that I cut it up the side seams, let me push this up, might be a little bit hard to see in the video, but the outside of your leg on a pair of pants, if you'll notice, they sewed it and cut it so it goes up and then it starts to curve in and then goes back up for the hips out like that. The inside is usually straighter. Now, there's two different kinds of patterns that you can use when you're doing sewing. This pattern, you can see, is one of those ones that has no side seam in it, so it's a leggings pattern. There's no side seam. This is the back, this is the front. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the center of this pattern. I'm going to place it on the center, so the center seam on the inside of the leg goes right up. Okay. Now the other thing is this pattern is really obvious where the hem is because it has a notch, a fold notch, so that you can fold it up. So I'm just going to push it down and use the hem, leave the hem of the pants. So I'm just going to line the bottom of that pattern up right with the hem. Let me pin it on and show you. Okay, you can see I have the pattern pinned on. Now my first tip is be sure and put the right sides or the wrong sides just so that you have the same side together when you're cutting out, because if you have been sewing for a while, it seems like everybody's done it once. I've done it so many times, I hate to admit it, where you'll cut out one piece at a time and you'll end up with two fronts or two backs instead of a front and a back by not putting them together. So always put, a good rule of thumb, right sides together. All right, so now I have this all pinned on and you can see that I have folded up the hem, put the hem right at the hem of this pants. So my pants are already hemmed. I centered it up so the side seam, or excuse me, the side seam of this pant I'm just going to use, it's already sewn. So basically I'm going to cut this out. I'm going to go sew the back crotch and the front crotch. Then I'm going to sew up around the inseam and put the elastic in, and these little pants will be done. So let me do that and I'll be right back. Okay, so here's my little finished pair of jean leggings, and I think they turned out just adorable. It took me less than 15 minutes to make these. This seam is the one that was originally in the jeans. It was the inside seam, inseam of the original size 12 ladies jeans. So I sewed this one and the front and the back, and then I put the casing at the top. So this is the original hem also, which is really nice. So these little leggings would have cost me less than $1 to make because I bought those jeans at my by the pound Goodwill store. One thing I always do when I make homemade, handmade clothes is I put a little tag in the back because it's really hard for a child, or if you're in a hurry in the morning, to figure out the front and the back of an elastic waisted pants without a tag. I used my zigzag that does like 3 little stitches up and down on the zigzag. I used 1.5 inch elastic. That's my favorite for a waistband. So if you're wanting to make pants for a toddler or for anyone, measure what they call the crotch measurement. So go from their belly button all the way around to the back, okay, with a tape measure on the child, and you'll know how big that it needs to be here to there to make it fit correctly. That's an important measurement. Measure their inseam from the crotch to the ankle or wherever you want those pants to go, and adjust your pattern. That's all you need. Also, because these are stretchy, it's not as critical, but on your pattern, measure across the thigh and then measure around the child's thigh, and also measure around their ankle to be sure that you have enough room for their foot to get through. You don't want it tight on the ankle because their foot has to get through, so a little bigger than the ankle, and you're going to have a really nice custom fit pair of pants for about $1. So until next time, this was Cindy from Vintage to New.